home from school or go to school by yourself? Hi, let's talk about it now.
Coming up.
Latino. Rudio.
Stay tuned.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Por amor se han creado los hombres en la faz de la tierra. Por amor.
Welcome everybody to El Latino Rudio. Like noise.
Latin noise.
You gotta do it slower. Latin noise.
This is your girl Evie, and this is.
Oh, I keep.
I-
Danny Boricua Prince Dones.
And this is.
Bronx Papito.
And if you don't listen well, you could read his shirt. Like
I can't even tell what it says.
like it's a puppy.
Okay, now there you go. It's written in regular people letters.
We should get shirts.
In
We should
regular-
get shirts.
All right.
In regular people letters.
We should get shirts. You get the Johnny, I get Evie. Now he got Bronx Papito.
Bronx Papito.
No, but
And then-
it's gotta be on backwards. So if I forget my name, I just look in the mirror.
Oh,
Okay. I could get it mirrored for you.
So what's up, guys?
I'm doing okay. And
Chilling,
you?
Johnny. How you been?
I'm good, hanging in there. But my grandson, we took him to the doctor thinking he had a cold.
Ah.
He got pneumonia.
That's what's happening right now.
Unreal, but you would never tell. If we don't take this kid to the doctor, you would never tell. He had appetite.
I know.
He was having fun. He was chilling.
Mm-hmm.
He just wasn't eating as much as he was, but he was still eating, and he was like still being a jodón. I said, you know what? Let me
when
take it because
cuando no joden, that's when that you got to work.
then it's really bad. But because it happened with my youngest son when he was a kid.
Oh,
he
wow.
had appetite, didn't have a fever, nothing. But it was something was off. We took him to the doctor, and the doctor said, "Did you know your son has double pneumonia?"
Oh my God.
I said, "What?" He's
Welcome in,
breathing. He's
Jasmine.
breathing fine
Right.
and everything. And even in the hospital, he was carrying on and stuff. It was
Right.
like, damn. So parents, any little thing.
But you
if
went
you-
with your daughter and her husband to the hospital?
No, they took him. No, but I'm talking about my youngest son.
Oh,
On
your
the second
younger
one.
son.
No, on the second one. But my grandson now has pneumonia. I stayed with the
Oh,
newest,
okay,
with the new
okay.
grandson.
Right.
And my daughter took him, and they found out that he has
okay,
pneumonia.
okay.
But he didn't get hospitalized.
Hi,
So
Edie.
hey, Edie. So
Hi,
you know,
Edie's.
it's
Yeah.
like a parents. Any little thing that your kid might be off, man, get him checked out. Call a doctor, or even go to urgent care. Urgent care, you're in and out, but at least you go somewhere they can tell you something because you never know.
Emergency
You never know.
rooms, you stay there for
You-
hours.
Exactly. It all depends
For
on what time you
hours.
go. You really got to time these things, but that's what I like about urgent care. You go in and they have doctors, they're quality doctors, and if you have to go, they'll
Yeah.
send you from there in an ambulance. So
If you need to go.
So you go
If
straight,
you need to go.
and you go straight in.
Yeah.
You don't have to. They don't sit you in the
No, thank
emergency
God
room.
for that. But
Yeah.
is he feeling better?
He's a little better now, but he's still taking his medicines. They got him on antibiotics, steroids, a new pump, a nebulizer because he's asthmatic también.
Right.
So that's even worse.
I am
you
sorry
know?
to hear that,
Yeah,
but I'm
yeah.
glad that he's doing better. So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
that's the best thing, you
Yes.
know. But besides that, how was your weekend?
That was it.
That was it, the weekend?
That was the
my goodness.
weekend.
Oops.
Excellent.
Oh, I'm sorry.
How
Welcome
was your
in,
weekend?
Vanessa.
My weekend was good. It was really good.
You guys
Wait,
are always
so-
doing something.
We went to
Yeah, we went
the
to
movies.
the movies. We
Oh,
saw
nice.
The Accountant 2.
The
movie
Accountant?
Does.
Oh my God, it's such a good movie.
I never seen
The
the first
movie's
one.
so good.
We never seen the first one.
Ben Affleck was so good in this movie. He makes
Wait
me
a minute.
want to get the insurance.
I
Yes.
saw the previews
Yeah,
on
he's
that.
not-
I want to
Affleck.
get the Affleck insurance now.
Yes. It was good. It was really good, ¿verdad?
Yeah, it was
I
good.
was kind of surprised.
It-
I was like,
It was yeah, it was surprisingly really good. It was exciting.
Well, it
It
got
had
good
us-
reviews.
you know
Yeah.
who was there? The guy that played the Punisher. The
Yes.
guy in the movie The Punisher. The
In the
guy
TV show,
on the
in the
TV
TV
show.
show.
Oh, the
sorry.
TV show, not the movie.
Not
Yeah.
the movie.
Oh,
The
okay,
movie.
okay.
So good.
Yeah,
The guy in the movie was badass.
yeah. The
I'm
guy
so
in the
sorry,
TV show
guys.
played. I think his name is Gunther Catholier.
Guthrie.
I forgot his name.
I felt
But yeah, he
Uh-huh.
was in Walking Dead and he was in The Punisher. He played Ben Affleck's brother in this movie, and
Okay.
it was awesome.
it
Nice,
was
nice,
so,
nice.
It was a great
so
movie.
good. I was
I'm not going to
impressed.
tell you what it was about, how it is. All I'm going to say is go watch it. Accountant
2.
Not
and,
one.
And Latino
but 2.
Rudio will give him 2 thumbs up.
Well, I'll give it a thumbs up anyway because of the reviews.
All
so.
right, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you don't go to the movies?
It got an X. I don't like going to the movies anymore. At least not in New York.
I like
Well,
the movie.
You know.
Yeah.
So
Well, the theaters,
We don't
the
have
theater
power?
we went to was pretty nice. It was pretty good. It was nice and calm where we went to, and it's always calm where we usually go to.
It was so relaxing.
And you know what I love about it when you go to that
you
theater?
gotta stuff your face with popcorn.
No, you know what I love about it? When you go there, they have a nice little bar. So while
Yes.
you waiting,
¿A dónde es eso?
Yes, and 14th
14th.
Street.
The ones in the city.
Square.
Those are better.
yeah,
Those
it was
are better,
it was a good movie theater, yo, and it was
so
great.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, 30%.
And we have what we had rum punch.
Yeah, we had some
Like
rum
we were
punch.
trying to be like in the islands and stuff, like feeling like
No, I
we're
couldn't
like
do
the
that. You know
island
why? Because
thing.
I'll drink a rum
But-
punch, and 5 minutes later, I'm like,
No,
durmiendo.
no, actually we had good, you know.
Because I'm not a
it was
drinker,
good.
so I'll go right to sleep.
It was so good. It was really
Yeah,
good.
we
So
had a good rum punch. Last time we went there, we had some watermelon margaritas that were good.
And then they put like little watermelons,
They put little
sour patch.
patch watermelons inside. So
Oh my god, I was like trying to get the sour patch.
You want to
out.
know what? I saw something on TikTok.
What?
They take the watermelon,
Uh-huh.
they juice it, put it in a pan, and then put popcorn in there and pop it.
Oh, and made like a watermelon
Yes,
popcorn.
because
Watermelon
I was saying, damn,
popcorn.
it's gonna be soggy, but no. What it is, as they were popping, it was soaking it all up, and it was all dry, and it came out pink, and the guy
Oh.
ate watermelon popcorn.
Oh my god, we're gonna have to have like a little cooking
all
session
All natural,
here.
all natural.
That's
yeah, we're
awesome.
gonna have to have a home cooking session over here.
Yes, about popcorn.
Charlie,
all types of
put it in a
different
budget.
flavors.
We need a kitchen.
Kitchen.
Put it in the budget, Charles.
Put it in a budget.
You know what he's gonna do? He's gonna go out and buy watermelon popcorn and put it in a big dish and go, look, this is what we made.
And
We
that's
made it, right? Just have a one of those. Just have one of those display stoves there.
Yeah, homemade,
Just
homemade.
pull it
And then
out.
all of a sudden, underneath the table, whoop, it's
You
done.
see, we
Look
made
at
it.
this.
Yeah.
The power of TV. You
know?
show watermelon juice and some unpopped popcorn, and
And
then
mix
you
it
go
up
like this,
together.
boom, and then there it is.
Merge it together,
That's
marry it.
That's it. Así mismo. It got
Para
married.
la fuerza.
Yeah,
Until
man.
death do us apart. I don't
Or-
care if we.
or
I
till
don't
you eat
care. I don't care if they separate and they sleep in separate bedrooms. To death do us part.
To
Como los
death
judíos.
do us apart.
Like back in the days. That's what happened with the
Back in
grandparents.
the days, everybody slept separately.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
right?
I think that's why they last longer.
Probably.
They only
'cause
come
they
together.
stay away
They
from
only
each
come
other.
together when they have one or two too many.
Not even. I think they have the kids early in their marriage, and then they just go their separate ways, and that's it.
Not me.
And then they last forever.
I
then,
aspire.
well-
I aspire to be a dirty old man.
Oh my God.
Dirty. You don't take showers?
Ew.
That's not the dirty I'm talking
Oh my
about.
God, get some Dove or Caress.
Oh,
That's not the dirty
I
I'm
like
talking
Caress.
about.
What's your favorite soap to take a bath? I like Caress.
Hey, ¿qué tal? You know what I get? The ones on sale.
No, I know. Me gusta Caress.
Hi,
Aloha, Gigi.
Aloha. Mahalo,
Gigi.
Gigi. Mahalo.
Oh,
She's in Hawaii.
She's in Hawaii right now.
She's
She
with
went
her
to visit her the granddaughter.
Yes,
when she was born.
congratulations.
It's like what? 10 o'clock in the morning now?
Yeah,
Is it?
I don't know.
I don't
I know it's
You know,
3,
Gigi,
4,
what time is
5
it?
hours.
Over there right now.
5 or 6 hours difference.
Yeah, she. You know what? She texted us last night. She was like, "I thought today was Wednesday. I was waiting for Latino Rio."
Yes. Hi, Vanessa. Yes.
Vanessa.
When you're
Well,
out,
she
when
said
you're out
that.
there, the time difference throws you off.
Yeah.
Listen, we have the best fans and audience, Latino Rudio. You
Yes,
know,
the best followers.
like
in-
somebody will actually be like, "Oh my God, I thought it was today," because and
know,
I'm kind of bummed out because I was
to know
looking
that
forward to it.
Yeah. That's so.
I was like,
See, but people like that, I don't like to call them fans. I like to call them friends.
yes,
Yeah,
she's a friend. Yeah,
friends-
she's
friends
a
of the
friend.
show.
Yes,
Yes.
she's a friend. Oh, 6. Oh, it's 12:20. 12
Oh,
p.m.
it's lunchtime.
It's 12. Look at that.
Oh, so what are you having?
What are you having?
Afternoon,
Pineapple pizza?
Oh my God. Oh my God. That is so obvious. You're having spam.
She having.
Don't they have spam?
She having
They
Spam
like
is
spam.
huge over
pineapple
there.
pies.
I love spam.
Pineapple
Me too.
pies.
Mira,
with
look at that.
spam.
You slice up a couple of pieces of spam with two fried eggs con French fries.
Oh my God.
Ave
Oh, arroz
Maria.
blanco with white rice.
No. If I have white rice, I'm gonna cube it.
I like
some peas or whatever
spam.
and mix it up.
I like spam cheese with a sunny side on an English
Me
muffin.
too. Thought it was Wednesday.
Oh, you see?
See, Vanessa too, yo.
You got to put it on your
Look
calendar.
at that, yo.
Yeah, I'm so appreciated. Yeah.
You know what? I'm happy about that. At least they're looking forward for every Wednesdays to watch.
Absolutely,
I know.
You know
absolutely.
what I'm
That
saying? And that makes me, you know,
That makes me happy.
you
'cause,
make my
you know-
heart melt.
And you know what? And you know something?
Yeah,
It's thanks to you.
Oh.
Because you guys took the show to a different level.
we did.
You did. Of
did?
course you did.
Oh, we did. Oh,
You know you did. Stop
We
it. will you?
smart.
Stop it.
Oh my God, we smart. I
No,
didn't
no,
know
no,
we
no,
were
no, no,
smart.
no. Listen.
You smart.
You smart.
I just said you took it to a different level.
Oh,
We should start a
No te
new
Luca.
show
No te
called
Luca.
Smarter, Smarter.
smarter.
No. You guys bought a fresh.
Are you smarter than the Latino Rudio?
You bought a fresh, refreshing change to the show.
Oh,
You did. You
you
did.
see, Johnny, you're calling yourself old,
I am old, and I love it.
but I know, but you.
You're kidding me? Listen. That gets me out of so many jams. I said, listen, I'm old. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it.
The papita said I'm smart. He's still like things. So excited about being
I'm smart too. I can finger paint and glue things.
Yeah, sticky fingers.
Let's do oh my God, I bet you. Listen, we should have a contest right now who can do a paper airplane.
A paper airplane?
Oh, I could do the best one. I just can't. I don't know if it's gonna fly.
Before the show is over, we're gonna do a paper airplane to see
Where'd you get that
who's the
from?
fastest. Who's the
Where'd you
fastest?
get- where'd you get
Because
that
you know,
from?
because
really smart.
because I'm very smart.
Who's gonna be the
judge? No.
You pulled that from the hat.
Who's gonna be the judge, Charlie?
I don't. Charles is gonna be the
you
judge.
know, if the plane goes the furthest is the winner.
Yeah, but if the plane goes down, and be like, hey, the plane goes, hey.
No, that's
It's not a good
That's the lack of air
I
traffic
feel
control.
Yeah.
sorry that
There's
if
no air
Johnny
traffic
goes
control.
like this, and it goes.
It's gonna go that round. It's gonna go. Oh
Mine,
my
no,
God.
mine's gonna go like this. Boop, boop.
Damn. But no, we promise before the show's
It
over,
lands
we're gonna
right
do. We're gonna have a
Paper planes.
contest, paper planes, and who's gonna do the best. Oh my God! You see, my grandpa showed me a long time. You see?
Oh.
You see that?
I remember though.
I know how to do all types of paper planes. so-
Remember the little thing that you go like this, like if he likes me
Oh,
now.
Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot how to
What
do
they
that.
call those?
I don't know.
I
like,
never remember
you
the
have to
name
go-
of that.
you
Yo,
used to
it
go
was
like
it was
that.
it was called a hand puzzle. You got the numbers and the colors.
Yeah, you go like that. I don't know.
The ghetto game show. I don't know.
Yeah. Or then you do like, do you like me?
Yeah,
And then you write it, and then you plus and you go like that, like behind, to find out if the guy likes you or
Speaking
not.
about kids,
Ay, ¿qué pasó?
you know when you was little, did you ever get to school by yourself? What age were you in
Mhm.
before you was able to go to school by yourself or come home to school by yourself? What age were you in?
Well, going to
interesting.
school
That's a
by
good
ourselves,
question.
we were doing that since elementary school.
Mm,
But going home, we had a babysitter who came pick us up. So my mom got back from work.
right.
But we used to go in the morning because one, it was I grew up in Douglas houses. In Douglas houses, we had a school in the
Oh, so
in the
that's
complex.
good.
It was across the street and up the block. And
That's not bad.
It was
That's-
right next to my grandmother's building. My grandmother lived on the 20th floor, but then she moved to the first.
Right.
But
Welcome in, Rocky.
we had a school crossing guard.
Mhm.
She crossed us, and then we just went about our business.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah.
That's good. You know that's you were lucky because it was near.
It was right
But
across the
some
street,
of these
basically.
kids
Yeah,
they have to actually travel by public transportation
Or
or
by
the school
bus.
bus. They gotta go and wait for the school bus. Personally, me, I remember I never really walked to school until I came to this country. I was born here, but I was raised in
Jasmine was
Puerto
12.
Rico.
Jasmine was 12.
And when I came from Puerto Rico here, junior high, that's when I started walking by
Oh,
myself.
you came from Puerto Rico in junior high?
Right. I was, yeah.
Wow.
So my elementary time, years, my grandfather used to go and pick me up in Puerto Rico because, like escuelas over there, they're kind of a little different.
Yeah.
But for me, for my experience with my son, I let him start walking by himself, I think when he was already 10, 11 years old, when he was already in middle school,
Middle school.
which is junior high because, now they
Yes.
call it middle school.
My kids started going
So,
in in middle school. Yeah.
yeah, middle
I
school.
took I always took my kids all through elementary school, and I picked them up when I could. If not, their mother would pick them up or their aunt, because they all went to the same school.
Right.
And when they got to middle school, is junior high, they started going by themselves.
Interesting. So I think it's like more or less is the same age group. What you guys think? Comment below.
Yeah,
I know that Jasmine said 12.
Think? Jasmine said 12. You know, Vanessa, Gigi, Edie, how old you guys were when you was able to go? Because
what about you?
You know, me, I was you could ask Edie. Edie's my mom's. If you don't know, Edie's my mom's. I actually probably started
7.
See?
Wow. Oh, it was around the block. So.
Oh, okay.
I was 2. My parents brought me to the Bronx.
Yeah, you see.
I was 2 when my parents bring me to the Bronx.
Oh, that's Charles. I was 7.
I was 7.
But I did was went around the block until I got tired
because I was allowed to cross the street.
He wasn't allowed to cross the street.
He wasn't allowed to cross the street.
Oh my God, Charles is too much.
Yeah. I remember, Charles funny. I remember, I could think about, it was probably junior high school. And maybe like in the middle of junior high, the first year of junior high, and I asked my mom.
Probably like 10, right? 10,
yeah, I don't remember. I can't remember that age.
Vanessa came when she came to the Bronx. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I was born here in United States, but then I went and I was raised over there. So when I came back here, I think I was 10, 11.
Yeah, I was the same way. I was scared every time my kids went to school by themselves.
So then I asked my mom, hey, listen, can you let me go to school by myself?
I was in 7th grade.
You know what I'm saying? Because she was taking us back and forth by herself. And mind you, she has to go to work as well.
Right.
So,
right.
When she was comfortable, it's because we was a couple of blocks away. So I understood that. So now, at least she gave me the opportunity to, to travel abroad and cross the streets by myself. So, I say junior high school, but that was cool. The only time I crossed the street was the bodega across the street from the building, and that's it. But, going to school by myself. And I asked this question because every morning I walk out and I see this little boy all the time, and he crosses the street by himself, a little reckless, but he crosses, right? He makes it through. And he always has his cell phone in his hand. And in his hand, you could hear his mom's talking to him.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, you know what? How lazy can you be that you're not able to take your son to the bus?
But she could be talking to him from work.
That's what.
Oh, yeah. Maybe she could be talking to him from work.
But that's how it was with my kids. My kids, I didn't want my kids to have a cell phone, and I wanted them to have a cell phone. But I taught them to be responsible with it. So what they did, they always turned the cell phone off as soon as they got to school. And they were in communication with me or with their mom.
Was there, wait a minute, was there cell phones during that time?
My kids, of course.
Yeah? Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've had a cell phone since the early 90s.
Yeah? Oh, I didn't.
Yeah.
I had a beeper.
Everybody went to the beeper.
Yeah, because,
that was in the 80s.
It kind of concerned me.
No, that was in the 90s.
No, for me, it was the 80s.
Now, let me ask you a question. Even though, like you said, you was on the phone and you could be at work or whatever, but God forbids, you know what I'm saying? God forbids, Charlie, can you put up the picture of the kid if you have it? God forbids, the kid is walking around with this phone and somebody from the white van come and snatch him up. How fast are you to...
Oh, no, you're not going to be that fast.
How fast are you to get dressed and run downstairs to your child who's waiting for the school bus? And how fast are you to get there in time to stop the adoption? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Interesting, because anything right now, anything can
happen nowadays. It's 2025, and it's not a really easy world to live in. And with all the technology, GPS, people are smart enough to leave the phone behind.
But I think that they depending nowadays. I think families are depending more on their kids
technology.
On technology and the kids to get to where to learn how to be independent. Like this morning, I'm on my way to work and I see this a brother and a sister, and the brother, it's like a little kid.
They're like 6, 7 years old,
and then he's like walking his little sister to school. So like that, then after that he could go to school. So it's like it make me wonder.
Now,
like,
at an age like that, no.
you know what I mean? Like it's
My kids.
how bad can it be?
Once they got into middle school, then I felt almost comfortable. You know, because one, it was a direct route. It was one bus. It was close to the house, and my kids never went to the back of the bus.
Right.
They sat in the front always. They always sat in the front. If there's an old lady that came on, that was the only seat. They got up and they stood next to the front.
Right.
I make sure. And for some reason, we were always lucky with the middle school for my kids. When my daughter went to one over there by the White Castle on Fordham, the bus left it right there, and the school was right behind it.
So it was easy. It was kind of like
it was
you
only,
didn't have
it was
to
a
walk.
5 minute. Now the furthest one was taking the 22 bus almost to the last stop, but the 22 bus left you right in front of the school.
Right.
So boom, right across the street. You come home, you don't have to cross the street, right to the bus stop, and you get.
But
on
as
the bus,
a parent,
and what I did a lot of time because I used to get out of work really early because I would start early. By 2:30, I'm at home, and they don't get home till 3:30. I wait for them at the bus stop.
but
they was talking to me.
when you know your kids are growing and they, let's say, graduate from elementary school, do you have? That's one of the main concerns or the main decisions when you choose what school they're gonna go into. Because my son went to. I mean, we live in Harlem, in Spanish Harlem, but my son goes to the Bronx, Moshula, which is like all the way deep in the Bronx. But those schools, you know, the school that he chose
Yeah, but your
have
son
programs
is
and
not
stuff
a
like
little.
that.
But he's in high.
But your son is not this big.
But he's in high school.
¿Me entiende?
Right.
So that's understandable
You
because
think that when it
I went
depends
to
on
the I went to the same high school as your son, and when I was at that age,
Right.
we was
Wait,
able to
Clinton?
do it on. Yeah,
Yes.
you went to DWC, the governors, and over there you
The
was allowed to leave for lunch, and you know there was where you had the more responsibility of being an adult.
Right.
And having that freedom. But when you in junior high school is where I feel like in junior high school you have that little leeway from being a child to, you know, somewhat responsible.
Right.
So I say like from the age from 10 up, maybe you got that responsibility, yes. But when you 6, 7 years old,
Yeah,
and
no,
you're
that's-
doing it by yourself, or 8 years old, and you walking around with your cell phone, it's kind of scary.
That's
to
an
me.
extreme.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
yeah.
It is.
That's a
It
little
is. It's
extreme.
scary.
And then when you see a little boy 7 years old walking his 6-year-old to school too, it's scary to me too.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you know, even if you got the cell phone and he's talking to you, somebody
Yeah,
could
Mom,
snatch that kid.
I'm here.
And while you getting here, Mom, I'm here waiting for the bus. And that's the last time you're gonna hear from your kid.
And not to
You
be
know what I'm saying?
judgmental
And,
either,
you know,
but
like-
it's like kind of like you know, how there's so many stories like how lazy can you be, or why you don't want to get up and
I
walk
mean,
your kid, or at the
yeah.
same time, you know, a lot of parents are working nowadays.
Yeah, every
yeah,
every
you read
situation
about
now.
The
that too.
situation is different.
Now, if your ass is sitting at home and you ain't taking that kid to school, we got problems.
Right.
Yeah, that's the problem to
problems.
me. You know, to me, it felt like obviously hearing the conversation, she sounded like she's home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Are you there already? Okay, that sounds great, sweetie. But it's weird because I remember school used to be starting 8 o'clock,
I go
9
sleep.
o'clock.
I know,
I go
but
to
now
sleep.
it's early,
But now
so
kids
early.
now kids got school at the same time as parents is going to work.
My son used to
So,
go to
like-
a charter school for elementary and middle school.
Like, is
and
there really going to be
they're
a
like
balance?
7:45 in the morning. They had to be there. They had to be there.
Yeah, but,
Right.
but is there a balance where the parent has to say, "Hey, listen, hey, you 7 years old. I guess you got to go to school now. Look at the child.
Exactly.
See, that's the child right there. Look at him. You
Look at
You can
him.
tell. Look how big the book bag is on him.
Bigger than him.
Like,
You
yeah,
know,
like,
like,
what the heck he got
You
in
literally
there?
could see this child.
What is going on in there? At that
He's
book bag?
literally looking like he's 7 years old.
Yeah.
And
He's
and he's
little.
always on that phone with that person.
He looks
and it's
little.
scary for me to see that kid walking out there. And I'm a concerned citizen. You know
No,
what I'm saying?
absolutely.
Exactly. Yeah, definitely.
Like anybody could just walk by and snag this kid up. And he's on the phone with his mom's kicking rocks. So he's not fully paying attention to his mom's on the phone or fully paying attention to the bus that's coming. So as a young child like that, you could tell that
Absolutely.
the attention span is all over the place because he crosses the street erratic, and he's playing with the rocks on the floor. So like,
Yeah.
like
No, I hear where you're coming from.
so it's really scary for me to see a child that age doing that. So like,
It is.
like
it is.
yeah, and I can understand, like, where's the balance where the parent says, hey, listen, I need to find a job that starts later than my kid's school, or I need to find a school that starts later than
Yeah, I mean,
like,
those
where's
are
that balance?
those are things.
Right.
Those are things basically in a perfect world in these days.
what I'm
saying?
and it seems like it's not a perfect world because nowadays
It's not.
parents are leaving at the same time as school kids, and you had the buses to come. Hey, what's up, Tomate? You had school kids coming in.
DJ Tomate in the
Cody, now I'm
house.
hungry.
Oh, no. Oh, my-
Want some tomatoes?
Well, listen, I bet you
now I
that
want
kid
salad.
that book bag is full of food and all his stuff,
It's sad seeing kids not going to school alone. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
Listen,
Yeah.
I was a conductor for 28 years, and I saw that every day.
I used to,
I saw
you
that-
know,
I saw that
I
every
used
day.
to see that.
I saw it every single day.
Hey.
It must have been like frustrating seeing it too. As
It is. There was
Charles has a comment that I wanted to read. I don't know if you could just roll. Okay, in the 80s, people left their kids alone at home, so it not much different. The only issue is that they have tech now. It's true.
Well, with us, us Generation X, we were basically raised
I
ourselves.
know when I was little,
But
my mom used to send me
we
to
raised
the
ourselves.
bodega.
even though the neighborhood
nice.
was
But
watching
it was
us too.
Yeah. It was
Back
a
in the
different world.
days, we had a different world where
It was a different world.
if my moms went outside, the neighbor was watching us.
Yep.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Or somebody else
Somebody
in the
in the
neighborhood.
block. Somebody in the block.
was
Yeah.
watching us. You know what I'm saying?
Don
And-
Tito be in the corner,
Yeah,
sitting
you know
down,
what I'm
jugando billar.
Exactly. And you had Doña Monsi
You know
looking
how
out
many
the
times?
window.
You know how many
know what I'm
times?
saying?
Don't cross.
Don't
You know how many
cross.
times me working at night when I worked on the tracks, working at night, 1, 2 o'clock in the
Yes.
morning, I'm seeing 10, 11-year-old kids on the train. A bunch
I
of
know.
them.
I
A bunch of them.
know.
Yeah.
You know?
And then they dressing like first of all, like the way they dressing now is scary.
Yeah.
And like I said, back in the days, we had those parents watching us, and in the neighborhood was
Yeah, it was a
watching
different
us.
world back then. It was a
But
different world.
nowadays,
Yeah, it was.
everybody's like, "Don't you talk about my son like that? Don't you do?" Everybody's different.
Nobody wants
They
to
be
get
like this.
Nobody wants to get
They
involved.
give you
I
the
remember
chicken.
back in 1975 when I was born.
Be like,
but for real,
You were born in 75?
yeah, I was born in 75.
Hey, I was 10
me
years
too,
old.
1975, baby.
I was 10 years old.
My birthday's a Memorial Day.
Latchkey kids, exactly, Edie. Exactly. That's Generation X, girl. Latchkey kids.
Latchkey kids.
That's right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And like
Generation
I said,
X is from 65
Right.
to 1980.
so yeah, like I said, nowadays the parents is like, yo, stop talking to my kids, or don't
don't
do
do
this,
that, and
don't
don't
do
do
that,
that.
yo, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And everybody's out for themselves.
Yep.
And if somebody's kid got hurt or somebody, nobody's gonna say, yo, doña, yo, they messing with
No.
your son, papito, allá. You
They
know what I'm
don't
saying?
do that
Nobody
no
say
more 'cause
nothing.
everybody mind their own business.
Everybody
They don't
minds their own
care.
business.
Yep.
But
And they
back in
don't
the
care.
days, you know what? Doña Monsi, Papito's getting hurt, yo. It's
Don
Evelyn's
Tito.
son.
And
It's
Don Tito
Evelyn's
be
son.
coming out with the cane. Mira, leave that boy alone. You know what I mean?
saying? And it was
that
like
was the
that.
unity that
And-
I
and-
think that
and
existed at
a
that
youth-
time.
Yeah, exactly.
You know how many times I got tuned up by my neighbor? And I had to go tell my mother that I got tuned up by the neighbor, and then I got my ass kicked again.
Exactly.
Thing.
And I remember that too.
Yeah.
I remember if you did something wrong and your mom's was at home, your neighbors used to give you a pela. And when you got home and your mom's find out because she already got the call from the neighbors already, and then she asks you what happened, and then you tell her, then you got another pela.
No, I remember one time.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because
it
you
so
still was
duele,
wrong.
man, and it
one,
hurt.
one of the neighbors scolded me. Didn't do anything to me.
Mm-hmm.
And told my mother, he goes, ¿tú no le metiste la pecosa? He goes, no le quiero. ¿Y por qué no? And she got mad at the neighbor.
Yeah.
She'd have slapped the shit out of him.
You know?
And they used to the neighbors used to go away. And let me talk about the positive way, about the neighbors. And they used to take care of you sometimes.
Of course.
If it was raining and stuff, mommy, no te en casa, vente pa casa, let's come.
Yeah, come
I got
on.
some crackers, con,
Yeah.
con
They-
cheese,
yeah, they
hot
fetch you.
chocolate, whatever it is.
And they left a note on the puerta.
Mira,
yo.
he's en
Mira,
casa.
he's over here, apartamento 5H.
And then they go and they come and pick you up, right? And then
Yeah.
you laying down in the sofa with the plático and the sofa the plático,
Yep.
and you watching cartoons,
Straight up. Or pegado and shit like.
Yeah. or eating dinner because she's, the neighbor used to take
Yeah.
care of you and everything. Pero I don't know. Ahora los neighbors.
Welcome in, Crisal.
Imagínate.
Hey!
Welcome in.
So that's the way it is.
This
So-
is Crisal. He's
Yes, he's a new artist.
he's a recording freestyle artist.
New artist. Independent artist, please support.
You know,
I ain't got no money.
Huh? No, mira.
Oh, not that support? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So, hey, talking about independent artists, this is what we do in, LDM Radio. So,
Independent
tune
artists.
in.
Tune in.
LDMradio.com, independent artists. That's what we talk about. We'll, listen to new music
And
and
we-
enjoy some good,
conversation.
conversation.
And we have
And
we have an annual
Radio station in the world. Is right here, right now.
and no,
I'm
but
calling
wait a
you.
minute, but listen,
I'm gonna contact you.
This is for Chris. This is for Chriselle.
I'm gonna interview you.
Listen,
Yes.
we have an annual award show. So go on the LDM page, look up the email, submit your song to Mr. Charles La Loma.
Yes.
Not quite Esquire, but we're gonna call him Esquire anyway.
Eventually,
He does it all.
He's the owner. He's the high exalted mystic ruler,
it
the
all.
grand poobah.
He's
the
Charles
producer.
MacGyver.
he's the
Yeah.
producer.
That's
He's the
like my guy.
director. He's
He
the
will
news
open
studio.
up
He's the
doors
cameraman, the
with the
milkman, the
gum
bus
wrapper.
boy.
To let you in
He
and
should have
let
been
you out.
Jamaican.
So submit your music to
Charles
him.
is Jamaican?
He should have been Jamaican. A lot of mercy.
Let's move on.
And wait, hold on. Before you say anything, Johnny. And he's a new author.
Artist.
He's a new
Oh,
author.
new author, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
He's a new author,
He's
yo.
an artist, too.
Put that title on his cap.
The killer within you.
The killer
Yes.
within
Available on barnesandnoble.com. Go get it.
you. Yes.
that was nice. I like that.
Dale, great job.
Get it. Get it
BarnesandNoble.com.
now.
Just look. If you don't know, remember the name. Just type in Charles La Loma.
And it wasn't me. I was not the killer.
Yeah.
that we know of.
And if anything, I send you the info.
Yes, LDMradio.com. Yes. All right, we had to, we had to show love to the LDM network. Other shows are available too as well.
Exactly.
We're so full of surprises.
So with the child, do you think it's best on the maturity of the child, or do you think the age difference really counts?
I think
Well,
the
with age comes maturity, and arm them. My daughter, my kids, when they went to school by themselves, they had pepper spray.
It's true.
Oh,
I think
Dad,
it
what if I
depends
get
on
in
the
trouble in school? You tell them that I said it, and I'll deal with it.
Yeah, because I know, but I
Plain and
think
simple.
it depends on the location of the school.
No, but I'm talking about from my house to school.
Oh, in between.
The schools, I was
Oh.
blessed. All the schools that my kids went to were good.
Right.
Even my it's funny. All of my kids went to the same elementary school,
Right.
different,
High schools.
different junior high schools, middle
Really?
schools, but they all went to the same high school, Lehman High School.
No way.
Yes.
Oh my God.
They all graduated from Lehman High School.
Listen,
And now
can
my goddaughter is the guidance counselor there.
I say something about Lehman High School? Yeah. This is for my son. This is especially for my son. You know that the Clinton beat them in football?
Did they?
Yes, they did.
Okay, so.
Go Clinton! Okay, sorry.
But there's two different schools in Lehman.
Sorry.
You got regular Lehman, and then you got the other one. I forgot the name of it
It was
that
the
my
regular.
kids went to. It's for acting and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's the regular Lehman. But we beat them.
That's okay.
Okay, this is for my son. The special.
That's right. He plays on the team, right?
A special hate, on the other,
Oh, wait a minute. What high school you went to?
Me?
Yeah.
I went to Norman Thomas.
Oh, did you go? It wasn't all girls back then, right?
No, it
Okay.
wasn't. I wanted to be like,
I think by the
office
time-
That was
stuff.
wasn't that for nursing also, Norman Thomas?
No, it was like for marketing and
Really?
like,
For some reason, I thought
business.
it had nursing in it.
Yeah.
No, wait a minute.
Look at my face.
It was a nerd school.
What?
Thomas was a nerd
Look,
school.
whatever.
I'm telling you, by the time me or
Whatever.
high school or any type of high school,
Should I sign? What high school you went to, Papito?
I went to multiple high schools.
Okay, which one was your favorite?
Look, Eileen's kids
There you
went
go.
to Lehman. All right.
Went to multiple high schools.
Which
in the
one-
Bronx.
How
Which one was
many
your favorite?
schools?
But my favorite was the basketball.
Okay.
So yeah, the dun dun dun. I don't know what that means.
Well, what I did,
I was a truant.
I went-
I was a terrible kid.
I went to school in Manhattan, Brandeis.
Oh, okay.
I signed a 3-year contract for 10th grade.
That explains it.
And they
3-year
didn't want to.
contract.
They didn't want to pick up the.
That's how we call it.
Listen to me.
No way.
They didn't want to
3-year
pick up the
contract.
option year, so they gave me my unconditional release.
Ay,
They
Dios
put me on
mío.
waivers, and what I
Listen.
did, I got my GED and worked in a supermarket for a little while. Then went to the Navy.
Pues bien. And that's good. At
Yes.
least you got your,
I went to the Navy.
you went to the so,
New Utrecht. Oh my
Oh
God.
my God, in Brooklyn.
It's not even called New Utrecht anymore, right? I think it's a
What's
different
it
name.
called? I don't even know.
That was all white people school.
Listen,
Back
guys.
then in the 80s.
Share your high school name, if you
when we got to high school,
make a comment.
When me and Evie probably got to high school, I mean, we wasn't in the same high school. But
No.
When we got to high school, co-ed started. So there was no
yeah.
all-girls school, all
Mhm.
this and all that.
There was
and
Washington Irving. That was an all-girls school
Oh,
until the 80s.
yeah.
Until the
Okay.
80s.
St. Adams was the same too, all-girls school.
But
And
Clinton,
what was that? What
Clinton
was-
used to be an all-boys school también.
It was an all-girls school. Clinton.
Pero wasn't
No,
it?
all boys.
Mira, there was another
Tobacco
high
Pie
school.
went there in the 70s and the 80s.
Mira,
In
no,
the
there-
80s, I'm sorry, 80s.
There was another high school that was very well known. That was in 60-something Street in Manhattan.
East side or west side?
The East Side.
Julia Richmond?
Yeah, that used to be an all-girls school at one
Not-
point.
not in the
Yes,
80s.
it was.
Mark Anthony went to Julia Richmond. in
Yeah,
the
but that
80s.
was after. Yeah, that
In
was
the
the
80s.
80s. But
It must have been
before
in the
that,
70s
no.
then.
Before that, it was an
It must have been
all-girls.
the 70s.
My brothers went there.
Oh, okay.
Oh. I went to school, like I did my elementary years in Puerto Rico.
I didn't know that about Vanessa, that she studied music.
Oh, interesting.
What part? Can you sing, play an instrument, or the business side?
Me.
You know? Are you like the Puerto Rican
What?
oh, when you start, and I
No, you gotta go like this. You gotta go like this, like Mariah Carey. Look. You got. All right. Okay. All right. No, just double checking. It's not gonna ring. Wah wah wah. Nah, just kidding.
I didn't even hear what you said.
He said, I heard his ears.
I didn't know. I didn't even hear what you said. But
Oh.
no, what you said, Evie.
Oh. Oh.
To warrant that body blow that
The what?
Bronx
Oh, the
Papito gave you.
But no. But I know that back in the 70s or something that it used to be an all girls.
I didn't
My
know
brothers went there.
I didn't know
But
that.
I didn't. I
Your
got
brothers
you.
went there to an
My-
all-girls
my-
school?
No, in the 70s after.
What are you trying to say about your brothers? That's kinda messed up.
After.
I went to music and art.
Oh, the Walton.
Then
High
Walton.
School.
Damn.
Oh.
That's a big change.
Damn.
That is a big change, yo.
You went kind of backwards there, bro.
I know.
Oh,
Mary
okay.
Bertram. Yeah. Then
Mary
traffic to Park East High.
Bertram.
I remember
Park
Park East High.
East. Okay. I used to hang
then
out
it's like the smallest high school ever.
I used to hang out in Park West.
See, Walton was my first.
Oh.
Yeah, I got.
And what was your
I
second?
got kicked out of first day.
Oh, damn. Damn, papito.
Okay.
Oh,
I
damn.
went after the Lion Kings and yeah, that was goddamn.
Damn.
And from there, I ended up in the most Jamaican school in the world.
Oh, hello,
What
mom.
was that?
Evander Charles.
I used to live near there. I used to live 4 blocks from there. I used to live
Hello,
on 214.
mom. Welcome, mom.
Like Thunder Black, we have Golden Cross. I was the
Yeah, a
only
lot of-
Puerto Rican wearing cross.
What years you went there?
I was there from 90 to 92.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait a minute. The same year, 92 to 92.
90 to 92.
Oh, 90. Okay.
What year you?
Okay.
What year you started high school?
89.
Damn.
No, yeah, because I graduated, and then 92, and then I graduated 93. And
I would have
Hey,
graduated
June.
high school in '83.
Well, you see.
oh my God, Johnny.
I went from 80 to
I
83.
didn't go in 89. That's why I went at 90 because I got left back.
Oh, damn.
Listen,
I wasn't the best student.
I got left back. Listen,
It's okay.
I got left back 3
It's
times in
okay.
10th grade, bro.
Oh.
But
Oh my God. Is the oh my God, Papito's thing went dead.
his mic went mongo. Se le fue
Mongo.
mongo.
That's not good. That's not good. Ladies, that's not good when
That's
the
not good for
guy's
you.
microphone went mongo.
That's not good for you.
No, it's not because I don't like mongo stuff. It gotta be up.
The battery.
The battery gotta be up and 100%. You know?
Listen, I want to talk real quickly about something.
I'm up.
Okay.
Yeah. So
2 minutes,
yeah.
2
So I
minutes.
wasn't the best student.
2 minutes. This real ID thing.
Oh my
But
God.
No, because listen to me. Because I've been watching on TikTok. People saying, no, don't get it. You don't need it.
Aye.
Walk with your passport. Fine. If you don't have the real ID, of course, your passport will suffice. Pero, if you lose your real ID, you replace it like this. Lose your passport. Put the hoops you got to go through to get your new passport.
Yeah.
And then now you have no ID to get you anywhere, and now it leaves you vulnerable.
Now, I found
So
out.
Oh my
get
God.
your real
Yes,
ID or the enhanced. The enhanced, see, now the difference is a real
Get
ID
it.
doesn't prove your citizenship.
Get it.
It just proves that you can go into certain federal buildings and you can fly domestically without a passport. And some Caribbean islands, I'm not sure, you have to look it up. I saw it the other day. The enhanced is proof of citizenship, which is the one I got.
Right.
That proves my citizenship. I don't need my passport, period, to get into a military installation, federal buildings. And if you need to get into the Social Security building,
Aye.
you need a real ID at least.
Okay. So
You're not going to let you in with a passport.
Get your real ID, Mom.
Get your real ID.
You know-
and one thing, one more important thing, I'm sorry. If any one of you guys have T-Mobile,
Yes, I'm
you
up.
can get AAA for free for a year. You don't have to own a car, and you can get your real ID through AAA. They have a lot of offices in the 5 boroughs. Because when I went to get mine, I should have been in and out in 30 minutes, but they had a computer glitch. I would have been in and out like that last week. And the transition is easy. You go in there and it's quiet. Nobody, no lines, no nothing. It's nice and
You
calm.
know what I also found out?
Wepa, amazing savings with
So-
Johnny. Boricuatones.
Look up the real ID versus the enhanced IDs and what you can and can't do with it. You know?
He said, I have a bank card. It gets me many buildings.
Well, the ATM. You know, but that's
But you know
really
what?
important. Look into it, guys.
Just to follow up on what Johnny said, I think I researched something and somebody was saying that you
Go on.
actually could go to the car show in
Yeah, but it's finished
what's that
already.
place called?
Javits. It's already
Jacob
finished.
Javits and get the ID there
It was
too.
No, but it finished. It
Yeah.
finished already.
I saw that on the news. You pay it's $22 to get in. You know, you go in there, get your ID, and you can hang out in the car show.
Yeah.
That's what somebody did, but that was one also. But like I said, the AAA, they have many offices. They have like about 8 in Manhattan alone.
Aye.
3 or 4, 2 in the
Hello,
Bronx,
Angie.
one up in Yonkers. What you do
Right.
is you're not gonna find. They give appointments up to 2 weeks in advance, and if you can't find one, check every single day. That's what I did.
So, guys,
in 2 days,
listen.
I was able to get an appointment
Mira, so guys, ya saben, just get your real ID, get your passport.
or the enhanced.
Y enhance something in your body to be able to go somewhere. Because listen,
Yeah.
the
I
way it
was
is right now.
born enhanced.
Mira, talking about enhanced.
I was born enhanced.
Oh, really?
Well, that's between you and Evie.
We gotta find that out, ladies. But mira, guess what? Before we find out how enhanced Papito is, pam, pam, pam. Yo, guess who's here? Ay, guess who's here? Guess who's here?
Doña Monchi.
Monsi. Ay, mira,
Uh-oh.
con un bochinche, yo no sé, ya está como que
Ahí
no
viene.
sé. Ahí viene
She's
Doña
coming on
Monsi.
now?
She's coming on now. Espérate.
We'll be
¿dónde
right
está
back.
ella?
Let's watch
Mira,
Doña.
also, let me see what.
El bochinche pa' bailar, el bochinche pa' gozar, el bochinche pa' bailar, el bochinche pa' gozar.
Ay, Dios mío, mira, estoy yo con este resfriado que estoy con los moquejation, pero bien metation. Con el polation me está matando este polen. Dios mío, estoy bien polía. Oh my God. Hola, chica, ¿cómo tú estás? Bella, sí te veo. You looking lovely, mami. Yes. Ajá, sí, esos tacos. Oh, beautiful, mami. Te ves bella. Ay, esos tacos, oh my God. Mira, déjame decirte los tacos esos de esta. Están sobreviviendo, okay? They need resuscitation because the tacos are like pa'l lado. Oh my God, I don't know. No entiendo, pero mira, cuidado, no te vayas a caer, chula, te veo. Sí. Que no se vaya a caer, mira como el wine y el lelepón. Mira, ella está preñada y hicieron uso de eso de gender review, yo no sé esas cosas que a mí, mira,
Yo, en mi tiempo, yo no hago nada de que gender review. Tú estás preñada, mira, y yo estoy viéndote. I already know you boy or girl. Y ya, o in between, or I don't know what you having. O alien, yo no sé. Pero se ha dado una mata. Mira, se ha dado una mata. Oh my God, mira, debo bullying, no bullying people, mira, no hablen mal de las preñadas, oíste, que después te sale un ensuelo. Oh my God, that she don't take care of herself. Ay, te digo, mira, eso fue horrible, que un bullying online, eso fue horrible. Pero mira, por lo menos está bien, pero tengan cuidado, mira, no se pongan tóxicos, van a estar falling all over the place, y yo no sé ni qué, hola chula. Sí, te veo. Te ves bella. That's right, mami. Ay, sí. Mírate a ti. Mira, mira ahí, por ahí, va. Mira. Oh, my God. Mira que le han pegado cuerno a ella. Oh, my God. Y después la dejó. Después, el pego que pegó el cuerno, la dejó. Y ahora el esposo está, mira, con otra muchacha, mira, más nueva. Está como que el pique, el ex esposo de Shakira. Mira, tanta cosa que dejó a Shakira por esta ridícula. Y mira, ahora ellos terminaron. Que supuestamente está como la vecina de arriba. Botando a hombres por todos lados. Y después está que mira, que después las dejan. Ustedes están tóxicos. Dejen de estar siendo tóxicos. Ay, sí, estoy lleno de moco, chulo. Ay, mira qué lindo tú te ves. Te veo. Ay. Dios mío, yo tengo que ir para el centro hoy. Voy para el centro del Senior Citizen y voy para allá porque van a tocar allá. Mira, va a tener una orquesta de salsa que voy a estar. ¡Woo! Sí, te veo, sí. Qué chula te ves. Ajá, mira, no parquees que yo gonna get ticket. Ajá, sí. Sigue, mira, está todo el mundo, es que todo el mundo está tóxico, mira, hasta el manager de Menudo está, mira, el ex manager, y yo no sé qué, el representante de ellos está él llevando a Netflix, di que para la corte, di que, mira, you talk to me about Melinda brother, about Menudo, I want money, está todo el mundo, mira, está todo el mundo pelado, es que mira, que no ha echado, las cosas están malas, que everybody need money. So, mira, yo voy a tener que hacer algo para tu que money, porque mira, me tengo que hacer el dubi, yo no sé, yo voy para el beauty, me voy a tener que ir para el beauty. Ay, ¿qué se creen? Como como no sé, como que yo no sé, me pasó el blower, yo no sé, o la plancha. You guys let me know. Should I get a new hairdo? Voy para el beauty. Should I go to the beauty? Voy para la Dominicana allí de Tremont Avenue, porque esa 100 en bronce me hace el pelo bueno. Los quiero, los veo después. Mira, no sean tóxicos, no van a ser tóxicos, los veo.
No sean tóxicos.
And we're back.
You like how enhanced I was?
Papito is very enhanced. And Johnny got his enhanced ID too.
License.
So don't forget. Mira. Pero no, talking about enhancement and pumping things out. Mira.
And I guarantee you it has nothing to do with her next story.
Mira, pero mira, guess what? Mount Fuji.
Mount Fuji,
Fufu. Mount Fuji climber is rescued 3 times after returning after losing his lost phone. Espérate, déjame decirle esto. You're not gonna believe
After
this.
losing?
Losing. Ay, es que, it's mind-boggling. Pero mira, a climber was rescued twice in 1 week from Japan's Mount Fuji after he went back to search for his lost phone. Police said Monday. This just happened. On Sunday, rescuers carried the climber on a stretcher from a station on the Fuji Trail.
What the?
Mira, Fumiyuki,
From someplace
whatever.
up in Mount Fuji.
From somewhere in Mount Fuji. El fufu por ahí. Pero mira, which sits about 10,000 feet high. Oye, eso es alto. That's very tall.
That's over 2
high,
miles.
man.
That's
That's
very
about 2
high.
miles.
And that's like not having high, hey, hi.
That's how enhanced I am.
Oh, hey, hey,
My papito.
Pero mira, the man appeared to suffer from altitude sickness, and
he went 3 times?
He was not life threatened, so they brought him down. They rescued him and stuff like that. So then he went back up. He figures, well, listen, I'm feeling better now. I'm more equipped. I'm gonna take more stuff with me. Blah blah blah. So he goes up to the mountain and stuff. Guess what? The same thing happened again. He started getting, like trembling and stuff like that. Hypothermia. And so there was it just happened that there was some other climbers that found him and he was like trembling, like, oh my God, estoy frío. Oh my. So then they called for help and stuff like that. They brought him back to safety, to a camp, on the outskirts of the mountain. Guess what? He's like, oh my God, se me quedó el phone. My cell phone is up there.
Oh my God.
He forgot his cell phone, his bag, and everything. So he says, you know what he said, right? Damn it. I got to go back there and get my cell phone. So he gets himself back up, and then he goes and climbs back up to the mountain to find his phone. And guess what happened?
He got lost again.
Se enfrió otra vez. Se enfrió todo se enfrió todo. He was just like trembling again, and he was just shivering.
First of all,
Mira, and guess what? It's not really. We don't know if he found the phone.
Qué bruto.
So the phone might be still in Mount Fuji over there.
So we're gonna hear about him the full time.
Oh, he didn't get rescued this time?
He got rescued again.
He got rescued again, pero.
Oh, hopefully he found his phone.
I don't know. We don't know.
If not, he found the phone
he's going back up.
We don't even know if he successfully retrieved the phone.
I think he did. You know why?
Why?
Because he didn't go back up.
It's true.
No, we don't know.
Unless that the people, like the officers be like, look, listen,
Yo, you're not
you ain't
going
going back
no
over
more,
there.
yeah.
You no
They
more.
probably restricted him.
Yeah, no more. You eat no more here. You eat all the food buffet.
Me
no
hang
more
long.
here.
Me hang long.
You know what would have been funny? You know what would have been funny? If they had the phone the whole time.
Oh my God, imagine that. And then he left it. Oh my
Yo
God.
lo dejo. The third time? I said,
know,
how many times you been
no
up here?
phone for you. No more phone for you.
I'll leave
no
him up
more. No more food. You out. You
Listen,
out.
First of all, the first time you got lost, right? You went up the trail and then you had your cell phone, right? Why you didn't follow the same trail back?
He didn't get lost.
Yo no sé.
He didn't get lost. He started freezing.
Right, he just started freezing.
He knew where he was. He just couldn't get back down.
Oh my God, yes. And then that was the first time they called the helicopters. They flew him down and everything in style and everything. He was like, oh, bien bonito.
I'll push him down the hill.
Yeah. But guess what? He was like, oh, I'm coming back up. Now I know that I need my boots, my spike boots for the snow. I'm going to get a North Face and all that stuff and Timberland boots. ¿Y qué pasó? The same thing happened.
He went in t-shirt and pants and flip-flops.
Yes, thinking that he's all, like bien Dominican style, del Alto Manhattan. With shoes with no socks. Se va allá arriba. So then,
you have to use, what they do is, my brother's a hiker. He goes up mountains, they use the satellite phone.
He goes up mountains and does he come down?
But I see him every weekend. So. Yeah. Apparently he does.
Yeah.
No, because they go up the next one, they were supposed to go up to Mount Washington.
creado los hombres en la faz de la tierra.